After 3 weeks of waiting and tons of gameplay and support, finally, this is all the Easter eggs in Quantum Labs. Just kidding with you guys, just kidding. Hold up. It's 99% of the Easter eggs in Quantum Labs. One of them is going to be somewhere else. You'll be able to figure out what it is, kind of, but I'm not going to tell you it completely because it tells exactly what's going to happen in the next episode. But anyways, let's get started. So the first Easter egg is actually not even in this house. So it takes a while to get to the actual Easter eggs. So you're going to have to go downstairs and all the way to the bottom. I'm going to break out. First Easter egg, right here. If you go outside the house, sorry about that. I had my resource pack on and it was weird. Anyway, if you go outside the house, you get and go this way instead of towards the GPS, you get the achievement Peace and Quiet, which if you look over the highlighted text, which nobody really does, it has a thing that says visited the neighborhood park. The second Easter egg, and this park is designed specially for an Easter egg. The second Easter egg in this map is right here. You open this chest and it has a book titled Dying Thoughts. And of course, it's going to start the text like I'm starting the map because I haven't started the map, so when I get my book, it'll glitch. But the thing says you're onto something, find the first Easter egg hint. The next Easter egg in this map is actually right here if you didn't already see it. There's a sign right here that says Dexter, and that's a reference to something later, which you'll have to wait to find out. But I felt like Dexter was a name that I was going to use, and it related to robots and whatnot if you don't know Dexter. The next Easter egg is right here, and it says City Dumpster, property of Ron Smalec, placed on due to complaint that barriers were too out of place. This one person I think found, and it was because somebody that has played a lot of my 60-minute maps, all my 60-minute maps really, who's judged the 60-minute map challenges, who is Ron Smalec or R. Smalec. In some of my maps, I would have random barriers so you can't go through like this, like blocking off a pathway, and he would always complain like, I really don't like it when there's just barriers there. So I decided to put dumpsters and stuff so it looks like you can't actually go that way to kind of disguise the barriers. So if he's watching this, hopefully he appreciated that. The next Easter egg, which is one that you could not have found, is with the map itself. This is just a little thing that nobody really noticed. There is all the street lamps are like this, and the actual ground layout design actually works if there were cars. It's set up to actually make sense. So I took the time to make sure that all the pathways made sense, and if you're on the right side of the road and you take a left, all the lines make sense. I also set up all these buttons and stuff. And one thing that you might not notice is the size of the town, which is not really an Easter egg, but I thought I might as well bring it up in this one. And an additional little mini Easter egg is that there is so many Easter eggs. Not really. They're just fun facts about the map, pretty much. But there is a second little pool, little pond thing over there, but all the rest don't actually have it. The size of the town is actually this big, and I used MC Edit to build the town by creating basically one block of these structures, like one block that goes back one, so like kind of a T shape. And then I just cloned it in different areas, and then I just added the Quantum Labs. And this thing consists of 4 squares, and then all the squares are surrounded by blocks. This is a kind of thing that happens in the map, more of just a did you know kind of thing. But this, oh, what did I do? Okay, so this is kind of just something that happens if you have render distance up. The actual bottom layer of Quantum Labs is up in the sky because they couldn't build it underground, and it just made a lot of things easier to build. Now the next Easter egg kind of takes place, the next set of Easter eggs kind of take place in Quantum Labs. So once you go down to this floor, there is the last locational Easter egg, and this one is a room right here, and it gives you the last achievement, which says Trespasser, and this is go to the secret room. If you go here and you step on the pressure plate, it tells you updating system cache, downloading al.ex, which is a reference to Alex, copying files to v3x or vex, and system update complete. So this has to do with a later thing in the story, which I'm not going to talk about what it exactly means, but you guys know what it is now. This is the Vex system remote access, and this head I can tell you is GgundamCustom's head. He won the channel banner art. He created my banner art for me and my picture art. So I wanted to add him into this map, but there just wasn't enough time. And he had a part that I was going to put since I saw his head, and I was just like, oh, that's pretty cool. But I decided not to put it in this map specifically, but I will say he will come back, and that's all I'm going to say on it, on that. And he has to do with Vex. The next hint is the next kind of joke Easter egg that... Oh, great. The next joke kind of Easter egg, and I'm going to activate a bunch of stuff on accident, just the way that I made my redstone. The next joke kind of Easter egg is with the pig here. Most people notice, oh, it's Spider Pig. It's not supposed to be Spider Pig, but that's just kind of a funny joke. Maybe I'll bring Spider Pig back just for the jokes, because you guys seem to like Spider Pig, and so did everybody. Now, the next part is an Easter egg with the text. So I'm going to bring Ortega over here. So TP at E tag equals Ortega to at P. It should initiate the chat. Here we go. This is the future of technology. What could it be? Opens it up. Humanoid robotics. As I said, we have moved from making animals to making humans. This is Alex, the first human prototype. What work do you do on this? Mainly technical upgrades and studies to improve and create more. That's one of the key words. We have a whole other lab using my research to mass produce these. Now, you guys probably caught on to this when you were reading it, but yes, there is another lab mass producing these. And believe it or not, they're not all cool like Alex, who is not here because I don't have the tags. But don't worry about that. But yeah, if you there's a whole other lab, and kind of a separate lore Easter egg to the story. The like quantum labs itself, this, everybody said this is not quantum physics. What the heck? Why is it called quantum labs? This isn't the main branch of the lab. This is one of the labs in this city, which by saying that, you guys will probably realize that by saying this is one of the branches in the city, yes, you will probably go to another branch in another city, which I will have to build and kill myself building. But anyways, there will probably be another quantum labs in another city focusing on another field of science. I just decided to make this one, biogenetics, so we could get the character started, because what good would it be to start a series of quantum labs that is supposed to revolve around a character that is a humanoid robotic human thing, and you don't even start with it. So you have to start with it, and it would only make sense that it's created in quantum labs, and a separate branch that's not actual quantum physics, because humans and robots don't have to do with quantum physics or anything. But anyways, another thing, this is just a bug. People are like, what happened? Well, these, it's kind of like a loading chunk glitch error. It happens to some people. I don't know. Some people can't see. There's actually iron blocks here, but you can't see them. Now on to, and yeah, the iron blocks get rendered down here. As you can see, this is a falling sand block, but it's actually up here. It just has to do with where it's rendered. That's pretty much all the Easter eggs for Quantum Labs area. So we're gonna head back outside now, which should be pretty easy to initiate. I just have to go here. There we go. Okay, so now we're here. I can go up here, and it should start it. Okay, phew, that was scary. I'm so glad to be out of the surface. And if you guys didn't notice, Alex says that they're not a robot. Now, they don't say that they're a human. They say they're not a robot, which means that they aren't made of metal entirely. It doesn't mean that they're not... they don't rely on robotic parts or robotic things. As you can see with their skin, that'll give you a lot of references. I mean, like a little sneak peeks as to what exactly they are and what powers them in a way, as to say. And for example, you can see the glowing light in the middle of the chest. If you've ever seen Iron Man, it's actually very similar to Iron Man. The last thing is just that the end of the map, when you go into the train, man, that was close. Sorry. Oh, let me turn this down to like 6. Man, I was close. So, if you're not a robot, then how did you end up here? Well, it's a long story. With a smile, I think we have enough time. Now, that clearly means, and excuse me again, that clearly means that in the next map, and how come I'm getting bumped by something? Let's see. Oh, it's the dog. Okay, well that clearly means that in the next map, we are going to have a beginning of it is going to be kind of a story of her telling you a story. And if you guys are also wondering, the next map is probably going to take me a little bit longer. If you haven't seen my changes and stuff, it'll probably take me until maybe end of October, end of mid-November maybe. That's me working really hard because of the current map I'm working on. I'm going to get it done, and then I have SATs and stuff. So if you didn't catch up on that video, you can watch it. It'll be at the end of this video in the clickable box. But anyways, last thing is this train is not complete. It's just hanging off the edge. I just built it with perspective so that you can not see the end. You can't see the end of it. I just built it with a good perspective, and people are running anyway, so they don't notice it. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much all there is for this map. The world is completely flat, and there wasn't that many Easter eggs. Now on to the very last Easter egg, and this is probably the most important Easter egg that I will not tell you completely. So there's this book that says Dying Thoughts, and there's a little poem in it that says, all things die, whether mechanical or organic. We don't know why. As energy is lost, we pay the cost with our very lives. And it says this hint involves the story. Feel free to theorize, and I'll comment on whether it is right. As for other maps, guys, just a little reminder, if you ever play one of my maps and you have like a theory about the next map or a theory about something, send me an email or put a comment in my video, because I don't always get them if you make a video like 3 weeks later, because then I'm not really like looking for videos exactly, because I've already seen plenty and I'm focused on working on a new map. But anyways, so this Dying Thoughts has brought a lot of puzzles. People think, oh, one of the characters is going to die, you're going to die, Alex is going to die, I don't know. But out of all the theories, only one person that I actually saw a video of got it very spot on. So I'm going to leave a link to his channel, and this is by the Dragon Assassin. He has recently played a bunch of my maps, and it's really cool. And he got the without knowing it, he guessed the theory pretty much straight on to what's going to happen in the next map, with a few exceptions like the fact that you die. But my thing that you guys need to look for is the keyword battery, and anything that he says involving that thought is pretty much exactly what I meant for people to figure out with this book. Anyways, guys, a link to his channel will be in the description, well, a link to the video with the correct timing set on it so you can see exactly where the theory is. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed all these little Easter eggs and me telling you about these Easter eggs. The next map has, like, way more Easter eggs, so that'll be a much longer video, because, you know, Vu and I, you know, just having fun. Anyways, guys, this weekend I plan to do a live stream. Actually, that's tomorrow. I plan to do a live stream, so make sure you're there for it, probably around in the afternoon, like 3, maybe noon. And I also plan to record all the truth or dares and all the questions and dares, me doing it in a video tomorrow as well, which might not get out till Sunday. I'm also going to make a video announcing the whole voice acting for my new map, which will come out probably next week, maybe get delayed a little bit, but we'll probably get it mostly done by this weekend. The hardest part is just going to get everybody to voice act. But anyways, guys, other than that, thanks for watching, and sticking with me, and I'll catch you all later.